Sawadee good morning and welcome to Newsline. We're coming live to you on NBT, NBT World and also Radio Thailand FM 88. My name is Cholapansa Narula. It's Monday's edition, May the 2nd of 2016. Let's take a look at today's top news. And beginning with Thailand moves forward, the Prime Minister has expressed concerns over the severity of tropical storms expected in many areas of Thailand in the coming days and has urged officials to deliver assistance to the affected public. The government spokesperson Major General Sansern Kaew has revealed the Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha is concerned about people residing in 39 provinces of the northern, northeastern, central and eastern regions of Thailand, which may be affected by the severity of tropical thunderstorms expected to occur in the next 1 to 2 days. Potential damage from the storms could include roofs of houses being destroyed and the hazards of electric posts or trees being knocked over. Government officials and the military have been urged to provide aid to the affected people by distributing survival kits and to help in the repair of damaged houses. The general public is encouraged to stay indoors during the storms and to refrain from being near large trees, billboards, buildings or new construction projects which are not yet structurally sound. The government spokesperson added that the rainfall during this period has brought some relief from the heat. However, rainwater could not be retained as the rainfall had occurred in areas downstream of the dams. He also said the weather conditions are now suitable for rainmaking operations. The Prime Minister has therefore ordered rainmaking units to operate in areas above the dams to boost precipitation levels and increase the amount of water collected in dams. This supply could then be allocated for drinking water and tap water. The National Legislative Assembly, or NLA, is confident that the additional question to be included in the public referendum will not confuse the general public. NLA President Pornphet Vitit Cholachai said members of the Assembly will be able to make people understand the additional question and its reason for inclusion in the referendum before they go to the polls on August 7th. He said the lawmakers and volunteers are to use layman's terms when explaining both the draft constitution and the additional question to the public. The additional question asks, should selected senators be allowed to vote for Prime Minister? The NLA president is confident that the public will not be confused and hopes that everyone will be able to cast their vote without being manipulated by any side. He also played down rumors about a conflict between the legislature, the National Reform Steering Assembly and the Constitution Drafting Commission. Meanwhile, the Constitution Drafting Commission, or CDC, strongly believes that the draft charter will be accepted by the majority of people. CDC spokesperson Amon Wanit Biwat said the drafting team is fully ready to explain in detail the contents of the draft constitution to the general public. At this stage, he said the CDC members have shown no significant concerns regarding the draft charter. As the referendum is approaching, he said the public has been more enthusiastic about the draft and the consequences of the referendum. As for the additional referendum question, Dr. Amon said it is the National Legislative Assembly's duty to inform and explain the question to the public. Lastly, he expressed confidence that the draft will pass the referendum. He believes if the people vote to accept it, the new constitution will bring benefits and prosperity to the people and the country as a whole. The NISA has called a meeting today to discuss social, public health and environmental reform plans. The meeting will also consider the establishment of an ad hoc reform steering committee on road safety. The meeting agenda includes the registration of migrant workers at permanent border crossings in an effort to bring them into the labour system. As for the public health and environmental reform, the meeting will consider a plan to reform Thai traditional medicine and the national list of herbal medicine products. Drafts of the Herbal Product Act and the Act of Thai Traditional Medicine Protection and Promotion will be reviewed by the meeting. The setting up of the Ad Hoc Reform Steering Committee on Road Safety is an urgent motion to be tabled at the meeting. The Ministry of Labour will be the next host of the government's floating market, Klong Padung Grung Kasem. The new event will be held from May 3rd till the 24th. Joining us now to talk about the event is Kun Singhadet Chuamnat, the Inspector General of the Ministry of Labour. สวัสดีค่ะ Kun Singhadet.
สวัสดีครับคุณชนพันษาครับ Good morning.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah.
Tell us about the new theme of the floating market. What was its inspiration?
On our new theme, because we have the idea of the theme of the capital market for Thai labor is derived from the first one is human capital, the second one is financial capital, and the social capital. So I can extend for the first one because the human capital is to carry on the government policy and to increase career and generate income for working people. Regarding the concept, the Ministry of Labour has prioritized human capital for promoting skill development and enhancing body knowledge and capacity for the target group, job promotion, and more work opportunity and choice are also encouraged so as to let the people obtain various skills and the knowledge for employment. Yes, for the second one is financial capital is also must to bring about right security for the people. There are the number of the fund as well because the Ministry of Labour we have many fund for the people. The first one is fund for home worker. The second one is a fund for job seeker and job overseas. The number three is a fund for skill development and for the worker. And we have the big fund is social security, the Prakan Sankkom and workman compensation. And for the social capital, we to commemorate and retain benefit for benefit, quality of life, and happiness to the people in the country. Social capital is that generated by income distribution and fairness can make people able to receive benefits for better livelihood and quality for life. Eventually, social fairness that derived from proper income distribution will be the key for establishing cohesion in the country. Yeah.
I see. So that is the concept which will be taking place at the event this month.
Oh, yes, the concept of the fair is comprised of to carry out the government policy and put the royal initiative into practice to career development. This not only enable farmer and small entrepreneur to distribute their products so as they generate income and develop their products, but also increase and nudge market. That is from the goods producer to the consumer. Confident to they will have income distribution widely and fairly. The product which will be available for buying as follow. Product made by small and medium entrepreneurs, such as the clean culture and processed goods or top product. For example, the product could made by entrepreneurs who are promoted and trained by the Ministry of Labour. We have many curriculum for the worker to upgrade the skill development. And the last one is the quality product with response price to support low income people. Yeah.
I see. So let's take a look at the activities now. It's a 3-week event period. So what are the activities, the highlights that will be taking place?
Yes, because the event will took place on May the 3rd to 24th, and we will divide into the 4 zones. The first zone is for the exhibition for His Majesty the King and the importance of labor leveler to the nation. And the second zone is we will show you the labor banks offering advice. The third zone we have the factory outlet zone and the OTOP zone. So in the high each zone we separate into the name is the first is we call in the this is the asparagus plants and for asparagus they like วันมงคลวันสัปดาห์ของมงคล something like that.
It's auspicious.
Coming as Thursday of the Thailand, for example, Coronation Day and Parliament Planting National Day. For the first event, we show in the introduce various kind of plants and the mouth watering vegetable and food, including for full range of agriculture products. There we have some activities demonstrated by farm owner to show how to grow some species of plants, such as the finger lamb. Finger lamb, I have no idea what is a finger lamb. A finger lamb like a มะนาวนิ้วมือ and date in Tapalam. And exhibit animal farms such a shrimp and lobster farm to promote new alternative for earning money. A number of the 3,500 plants and flowers will also in this view will free of charge. And the second bit is for the fabric and jewelry from 10 to 16 of May. This event will highlight a beautiful of Thai clothing and jewelry such as gold, silver, pearl, ruby, jade, and crystal that created by the Thai local wisdom nationwide. And the last week, the third week, we will show you the precious product and labor way. This is very important because the last week of the fair will demonstrate and sell products that had high skill Thai labor such as silverware from Sarasin, Mu Thai Lana, and Sian Art Education Center at Wat Sri Supan. The aim is present Thai Lana present art at that inheriting from generation to generation. Moreover, in the fair, a lot of tasty food and colorful performance, such as Thai cultural show and spectacular performance from people with disability and so on, are also offered to the visitor. Skill and vocational training are also available to the public, such nail painting, palette, Thai desert making, artificial precious flower making, glass blowing, gardening in the bottle. For example, we have free of charge health check-up is also provided by Security Provision from the Social Security Office for every. Sometimes you can pay for the medical check for 500 baht per check. Visitor will be right for luck in door and winning the prize of the golden machine. And the last one we will show and we have the for the price for the audience and for the microwave some mobile something like that.
All right, so there's a lot happening in the next coming weeks at the Klang Padung Kum Kasem from May 3rd to May 24th. Kun Singade, thank you very much for joining Newsline this morning. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you very much.
And that was the Inspector General of the Ministry of Labour. All right, moving on to our next story. Let's take a look at Buriram. Buriram is rapidly becoming a sports hub in Thailand. It has been attracting plenty of attention from sports enthusiasts around the world, especially those who are devoted to football and motorsports. Our correspondent Kun Panot Si Sinsap has more.
วันนี้แฟนบอล 30,000 กว่าคนเขามาเพื่ออยากเห็นเราเล่นเกิน 100%เขามาเพื่ออยากเห็นเราเก็บ3 แต้มในแมตช์นี้
Buriram United's club president, Newin Chitchop, is motivating his players to stay focused and give over 100% effort in the game.
ตั้งสมาธิด้วยกัน 1 2 3
Whatever they do, it has to be more than 100%. That's what Chaithanok Chitchop, the right-hand man of his father Newin, says when it comes to Buriram United, the football stadium and the racing circuit. Their ultimate goal is to get Buriram much more recognition and improve the society as a whole.
When we do anything, we do it big, we do it properly. We do it so that it's something that other people do not have. We're unique in a way. Anything that's unique, people are interested in. The football stadium is something that there's only one of in Thailand that meets the quality. The team is the #1 in Thailand. The circuit is something that no one's ever had.
It first started with the 32,600-seat football stadium, iMobile Stadium, the Thunder Castle, which is currently the only football stadium in Thailand that meets FIFA standards. It took 256 days to construct, and the stadium holds at least 30 matches every year, and already welcomes die-hard fans and visitors from big clubs around the world who are very impressed to see the quality stadium. The performance of Buriram United football team has been stellar, as the club has even played in AFC's Champions League, the premier tournament in Asia. Buriram United is even expanding its fan base in ASEAN countries and Asia. As we can see from the kit sales, Buriram United jersey is very popular not only among Thai fans but also among international fans. Receiving the FIA Grade 1 and FIM Grade A standard, the Chang International Circuit is allowed to hold any kinds of race in the world, including Formula 1 and MotoGP. Indeed, it's the highest class motorsport racing circuit ever held in Thailand.
การแข่งรถมีบริษัทยักษ์ใหญ่เข้ามา
The motorsport events bring in big firms with high capital. These races are World Series caliber with world-class standard. People who come here are in another level. Almost all are foreigners.
The sporting events attract higher spending sports tourists, which helps increase hotel capacity and return significant economic benefits to the local communities.
Buriram has grown a ridiculous amount. If you came here 5 years ago and you came here now, it's a completely different place. We went from a third poorest province in Thailand to be the third most wanted people wanting to visit. So it's become a huge change.
Although they have achieved their goal, Chaithanok added he will bring more international events to Buriram and make Thailand even more visible on the world map. He is following his father's mentality and taking it further. Panot Si Sinsap, NBT World, Buriram.
Thanks to Kun Panot for that story. And that's it for Thailand Moves Forward. We'll now take a quick look at the exchange rates and also commodity prices. Newsline will return with ASEAN news and also global news. Stay with us.
like to wish congratulations to on the 80th anniversary of the Government Public Relations Department, PRD. Indeed, I think that the PRD has done a great job in providing information to missions, diplomatic missions in Bangkok. So once again, congratulations.
Sawadee krap. I'm Jonas Anderson, and I'm a singer in Thailand. I would like to join with the Public Relations Department of Thailand in celebrating the initiation for all the expats as well as Thais who want to hear the news and information in English. I'd like to invite all of you to come to get updated on all that's happening in Thailand, lots of information, lots of interesting programs, and of course, lots of news, what's going on here.
If the earth is your home, the ocean is theirs as well. Working together, the government and private sector can solve all the issues currently facing the Thai fishing industry. From legitimizing fishing operations to helping out our fellow fishermen and collaborating with international parties.
ตอนนี้ถึงเวลาแล้วนะครับที่เราจะต้องมาร่วมมือกันทำให้มันถูกต้องมันก็ต้องปรับตัวในช่วงแรกแต่ในระยะยาวมันก็คุ้มค่าถ้าไม่มีอาชีพนี้เราก็ไม่รู้จะทำอะไรกันแล้วผมก็พร้อมครับที่จะเป็นส่วนหนึ่งในการแก้ปัญหา
Welcome back. You're watching Newsline. Thailand's annual architectural design event for 2016 has focused on sustainable design alongside cutting-edge technology. The Association of Siamese Architects under the royal patronage organized the annual event, which is currently in its 30th year. This year, the theme is ASA Back to Basics. The event, being held at Impact Muangthong Thani since April 26 up to May 1st, is aimed at creating opportunities for developers, designers, consultants, engineers and contractors to connect with worldwide manufacturers and distributors in ASEAN's construction industry. The Association of Siamese Architects is also confident that architects, all related professionals and members of the public have benefited from this year's event, which has emphasized a rethink of all architectural basics in order to develop designs that are in harmony with the environment, the local culture and modern living conditions, as well as maintain a balanced lifestyle. Hooded youths clashed with police in Paris during a May Day rally against planned labour reforms, while the government insisted it would not withdraw the bill, which is due to be debated in Parliament later this week. Police, who said they clashed with a group of about 300 youths and detained 3 of them, responded with tear gas. The reforms would give employers more flexibility to agree in-house deals with employees on working time, a move the government says it is needed to bring down unemployment now above 10%. Critics say the reforms will lead to poorer working conditions and more sackings. Police said more than 80,000 people marched throughout France on Sunday, including up to 17,000 in Paris. That is far fewer than in the first rallies against the reform, which started 2 months ago. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today's edition of Newsline. Thank you very much for joining us. Our email address is newsline.nbt@gmail.com. So please write to us if you want to have a look at more stories or scoops or events around the country. And that's it for now. We're going to say goodbye with some pictures from the Sao Paulo Fashion Week. I'm Chalapan Sanarula. Swadee ka.